Hey, welcome back to my channel. This is Rosie with Rosie Budgets. If you are new, my husband and I are on a debt-free journey so we can provide a better and more fulfilling life for ourselves and for our daughter. And we do this utilizing the cash budgeting method, planning, all things kind of personal finance related. So if this is something that you're interested in, please stay tuned. Hey you guys, I'm back. So please disregard if the camera is moving a lot. I have like a rising desk, and so I'm actually standing up to help kind of relieve my back a little bit. So hopefully it's not too much shaking, although I feel like it is. So again, guys, welcome back. So this video, I've been dying to do it for a while, and I'm going to talk about unpopular opinions in cash stuffing, like things that I feel about it, things that I've kind of heard and seen, just stuff that I want to talk about. So I've been cash stuffing now, I want to say about actually cash stuffing, probably 8 or 9 months now. Budgeting a little over a year. Actually, no, I'm lying, like a year and a half now. So let me just get right into it. I'm just going to go through things, and they're not necessarily in an order. I'm just going to talk about how I feel about things, and I'm going to try to keep this video short and sweet, but I just feel like nobody talks about these things, or if they do, they kind of gloss over it and then try to give you the good in it. And it's like, no, we can talk about the bad too. So hopefully nobody comes for me in the comments with what I have to say, but here we go. So number one, I believe people should not keep a lot of money at home. I follow a lot of cash stuffers, and I mean, I'm talking about people having thousands of dollars at home. And that's not even including their placeholders that say, oh, this amount is in the bank. I'm talking about you literally, if you take all of the money out of the envelopes that you do have there, you have thousands of dollars sitting in your house. And I just think that from a security standpoint, that it's extremely unsafe. I had my $1,500 challenge. I have a kind of safety lock in my house. And so that's where I would keep it. And even then, I didn't feel comfortable, because not that I'm in an area where, I would get robbed or my home would be burglarized or anything like that, but I just didn't feel comfortable. This is a lot of cash. And if something happens to it, it's gone. It's not like it's the bank where you accidentally charge something or someone's committing fraud and they can give you back your money. You're keeping thousands of dollars at home. If something happens, the money is gone. And so I just don't think that people should keep a lot of money in their house. I think if it's over $500, and this was what I was planning to do for the next challenge, the one that I'm currently doing, if it's over $500, I think what I will do is kind of put little placeholder sheets in the envelopes, or some type of mental system that I know, okay, this money is not actually here, it's in the bank, because it was really uncomfortable for me. And so I just don't think people should be keeping thousands of dollars in their home. And then to a second point, you really should put that money in the bank so it can accrue some interest. You have people who have these binders and there's thousands of dollars in there, and they've been filling the same binder for a year now. Put the money in the bank, let it accrue some interest, whatever, just my opinion. 2, so I feel like all cash stuffers are encouraged by other cash stuffers to create an Etsy shop or some type of shop, because they could sell envelopes and do this and do that. The market is way oversaturated. You go on Etsy, you type in cash envelopes, you have 50 million people selling their cash envelopes on there. It's hard for someone to even make a sale, I would imagine, because you're selling something that other people are doing, and maybe other people are better at it, and maybe you're new to it, so you haven't really gotten used to, whatever the system may be, the market is way oversaturated. I feel like we're constantly pushed to hey, open your own shop, get a supplemental income. No, no, I don't think people should. I mean, if you want to, you can. My opinion is that people shouldn't, because I feel like you may or may not make the sales. Now, if you've grown a platform and you have like a couple thousand subscribers and you know that people will support you, great. But I don't think that most people have that. And I don't think that people should be wasting their money or investing in something that may or may not work in their favor. Okay, number 3. You are constantly reminded of how broke you really are. And this is just like sometimes. So I'm a cash stuffer, but my expenses don't really, I have so many expenses that I can't really cash stuff the way I want to. And I feel like sometimes I watch these videos, and again, I'm watching someone cash stuffing $1,800 in 1 week. And I'm like, damn, like, I'm making so much less than that in a 2-week period. Like, and so they're able to stuff all their sinking funds. And like, I want to be able to do that. But all I can afford to do within reason is just stuff my wallet, because I need the money to like get me through to the next 2 weeks while I need to buy things for my home. And I don't have money to put towards sinking funds. So I prioritize saving, even though I have a saving, you know, like an emergency fund. But it's just like, you watch these people and sometimes like you're reminded of like, damn, I really don't make that much money. And then again, it goes to the point of, oh, you know, my side hustle income, or you know, your side hustle income got you $800 this month. That's so nice. That is absolutely great. Not good for me because I'm broke. So I love to support other people. Of course I watch, but it is always a reminder that you don't have as much. So next thing, people close to you judge you all the time for cash stuffing. I can't, my best friend makes fun of me all the time. Oh, with your cash, like my mom, oh, you're really gonna pay cash for that? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I am faithful with this wallet. Y'all, this is the Trang's Plans TH & Co. Compact A6 zippy wallet. And this dashboard I actually got from Luxe Designs. I'm gonna see if I can link it down below. And these envelopes are from Creating Stacy. So like, look, listen, I have an envelope for everything. Okay. I will pay cash where I can pay cash. But like, it does get a little tired when people always want to say something about it. It's annoying, but I guess people are used to it by now, but they still make fun of me. So people will judge you all the time. They absolutely, especially when they see like a wallet like that and they see you flipping through envelopes of money, they're like, what? People just look at you all the time. Next thing, people come into cash stuffing and they fail because they try to follow what other people do. So I will tell you that when I first started cash stuffing, I was cash stuffing bills, and it lasted maybe all of 2 weeks because it was too much back and forth to the bank. And I was like, oh no, I can't do this. Like, I can't pull out this much money to then pay this much. Like, when you're talking about like rent and like other, it didn't, I'm sorry, y'all, have the hiccups. It did not make any sense to me. But a lot of people that I saw that were cash stuffing were doing that. So I was like, oh, okay, maybe I'm not doing it right. I failed miserably. And one thing that people do reiterate in the cash stuffing community, or when you're budgeting, is that your budget is your own. And if you choose to cash stuff, you cash stuff your own way. So I learned that my way, really, unfortunately, is just my cash envelopes and my savings, because number one, I can't afford to save for sinking funds like that. And number two, like, this is what's going to work for me and this is what's going to make me successful. So unfortunately, I can't do what other people are doing. And I think that if we really reiterate that to people, they'll think twice, because a lot of them go into it. You buy all this stuff, like you're spending all this money on all this stuff and you're not even cash stuffing the things that you should be, because you're focusing on doing what someone else is doing. You know, same thing, like people would cash stuff higher amounts of money. And so I would pull out higher amounts of money, and it's just like doing too much, like too many savings challenges. Like, that's not going to work. Next point, people on the internet are very judgmental, and sometimes they do make people feel bad about the decisions that they make. So I had a few videos back where I think someone had commented, I don't remember what the comment was now, but it was like, you know, it was very nice. Like, the person was trying to be nice, I think, but they had made a comment about something that I was spending my money on. They're like, oh, you don't need to worry about that. No, that's something that I want to spend my money on, but I'm just venting to you guys because I normally can't afford to do it. So, you know, sometimes like you're being vulnerable because this is YouTube and you're trying to put yourself out there, but at the same time, people do come off as judgmental. I will share with you guys though recently, and I wish I would have saved her page. There was a woman who was a cash stuffer. She had like a good following. I want to say she definitely had more than like 10,000 people following her. I could be wrong. It was several thousand, I feel. She did a video about how like she was just creating a savings challenge or some type of savings binder for her daughter. And I saw the video. I thought it was really nice of her to do. She was just kind of explaining that like her daughter doesn't really follow the method, but she wants to show her daughter that it works and she wanted to like help her out. So I guess in the video, you know, her daughter is older. I think her daughter had a child already and was married or something like that. People were coming for her in the comments. Like, what are you guys doing? It was just so rude. And she ended up making another video to say that she was done with YouTube because she couldn't believe how many people in this community were commenting, oh, I would never help my kids. Listen, we come on here, we talk about our personal lives. It's nobody's place to make somebody feel bad or to be judgmental about whatever people choose to spend their money towards or what they choose to do for their family. I was floored when I was reading some of those comments. I was like, there's no way. I mean, granted, me personally, I don't know that I would do that for my daughter, but right now she's only 2. So if she was 26, 27 and didn't really have her stuff together and I was doing this, I probably would have done the same thing. That's why I couldn't judge her for it. But I just felt like people were being so rude in the comments. Next thing. I just feel like people do too much sometimes. Like, you'll watch cash stuffers and they have like 15 savings challenges and they're getting nowhere in the 15 savings challenges. I was like that in the beginning. I was working on like 3 or 4 challenges at once. And one day I was like, what are you doing? Like, I had to come and I was like, you'll never finish all 4 of these. So I literally stopped what I was doing. I took the money out of the other 3 and put it into the one and like kind of boost started my emergency savings funds, which was the $1,500. And I've been sticking to one challenge since because I feel like when you're doing too much, you're never going to complete it, especially if you're like me and you're on a low income and you don't have that much to put aside every week or every month or whatever, however often. So for me, more than 1 or 2 savings challenges is too much. Sorry, y'all. Don't come for me in the comments, but I'm just saying. So last thing is that budgets and scenarios change all the time. And so the method of your budgeting may need to change with that. And what I mean by that is that we tell people all the time, like, oh, you know, your budget is your own. But sometimes like we're kind of pushing cash stuffing on people where we shouldn't. So I look at my own scenario. Oh, y'all, sorry. So I look at my own scenario and I'm like, okay, I have a new job. So I work hybrid now. So I'm not always at the office. So why am I budgeting $40 in my cash wallet? There are times when I'm not leaving the house. And so I just have this extra money sitting here. And it's not that I couldn't like put it towards something else, but it's like I'm trying to hold on to something that I need to change. So, you know, I think for me going forward, I probably won't be actually cash stuffing anything after the new year. I may choose to just do the wallet, but definitely savings I think will need to be digital past the new year. I'm going to see how I do with this next challenge, the 52 Fridays. Because again, that goes back to my point of like, I don't want to have all this cash in my house. And so the best place to put it is in a high yield savings account. But given that I am at home a little more often now, I'm going to be doing more online shopping than what I would do if I was like going to the office because I could stop at Walmart or stop here, stop there. I'm not going to be doing that as much. So I feel like we don't push that on people enough where we need to be like, hey, you guys, do what works for you. You can digitally budget. You can. You have to do what works for you. And sometimes it's not always cash. Now, I will say this, and God forgive me because I don't want to judge, but there was one person, and I don't know what channel it was, but she had like all fake money in, like she was cash stuffed, like she was doing something and it was all fake money. And I was like, wait, what? So you set up a YouTube channel to cash stuff fake money. That I did not. This okay, this is gonna be me doing the exact thing I'm complaining about. I was like, what? No, thank you. That could not be me. If you're gonna digitally budget, just digitally budget. I don't know that I'm gonna sit here and like pull out fake bills and like do all the cash stuffing things, but then it really be done digitally on the back end. I don't think I have time for that. So more power to her. It was a good video. I was just shocked that it was all fake money. Couldn't believe it. So with that, this ends my video. I'm sorry, I kind of went on a rant. I'll call this a rant. It was just my opinions, I'm sure people are going to come for me in the comments and, you know, maybe disagree with me or not, but this is coming from someone who's been budgeting for 1.5 years and cash stuffing for 7 or 8 months now. You know, there are some pros and cons to it, and everybody has their own opinions, but these are just mine. So thank you so much for watching my unpopular opinions about cash stuffing from a cash stuffer video. I look forward to reading some of the comments or hearing anyone's opinion on what they thought about anything that I had to say. And thank you so much for watching my channel. Oh, and I will add this. So like, I feel like I said a lot of negative things here. I do love the cash stuffing community. Like I like really built some bonds through this. So please don't take my opinions as like something negative about me. It's just an opinion. I may or may not keep this channel going past the end of the year. I may keep it going. I may continue cash stuffing. I'm just sharing my thoughts and opinions. But life and my budget is definitely going to change. So with that, we'll see what changes with it. But again, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I hope to see you guys soon. Bye.